going to ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
You want children?
I do.
Why?
Why? Well, they're gifts from God.
They
I
are
want a
gifts from
gift
God.
From God.
Okay. And do you plan to raise your children?
I would hope so. No?
Okay. I ask those questions because of where we are. We're right
Okay.
by Dan. This is Kibbutz Dan.
Okay.
Kibbutzim was a movement started over 100 years ago. And many don't know that when Israel began, that is not as a nation, 1947, 1948, not that, but I'm saying when Israel first had immigration of Jews, they came here as basically very liberal, socialist, said let's go there and start communities and get rid of the family. Let's have children and we'll raise them as a community. And so those early kibbutzim, kibbutzim is plural for kibbutz, they had the kids raised communally, not with mom and dad.
Oh, so they were raised together? Is that what you're saying?
They're all like raised in a dorm. And so the parents aren't raising their son and daughter. The whole kibbutz is doing it. And that was just part of the philosophy that that's better to get rid of the family. We'll all be loyal to the kibbutzim. And that'd be a healthier way to raise a family. Obviously, foolish. And most of those kibbutzim that started off that way eventually changed. They said, we want our kids. You had enough folks that we want our kids. But that was the idea. And that's part of the reason, if you look at Israel's history, why you have so many secular Jews here. That they started off as a secular movement in this nation. They started off, in fact, if you go back to look at who their leaders were here, Ben Gurion, for example, these are folks who are atheists. So most of their political leaders have been atheists. The concern in Israel is about the Orthodox, the conservative Jews, the Bible-believing Jews. Those Jews tend to have a lot of children.
Okay. Is there a reason why?
Because they believe God wants them to have a lot of children, be fruitful and multiply. But the secular Jews, as is true all over Europe and the rest of the world, people who are not religious, they don't have any kids.
Oh, wow.
And so you need to have 2.1 children per woman in a nation to maintain population. Not to grow population, that's just the maintain number.
So,
and most nations today are not having that. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I was going to say, a lot of people think that the earth is overpopulated. Are you saying that that is?
You're going to find that in nation after nation, they're going to start pushing. Please have children. It's happened in China already.
Okay.
China is hurting. They have a very old population. They don't have enough young people in that nation. And so they went away from the one-child policy a number of years ago, saying you can have two. Now they're saying, have children, please have children. So no, God's plan is best. He made it such that a mom and dad raise the children.
So is this where they would bring the kids, or?
You might tell them about modern kibbutzes.
Yeah, there are modern kibbutzes all over, kibbutzim, all over Israel.
Okay.
Many of them are agricultural, some of them have other purposes, but today most are not such that they don't raise their own kids. Yeah, that has been a change. I'm sure there are some that are still doing that, but